Hey guys, Josh Mabe here. We're back with another video. Today, let's compare a Glock 17, empty, safe direction, click, Glock 17, to a SAR 9, safe direction, click, gun is empty. So these two guns are both full-size 9mm. Obviously, the Glock is one of the most popular handguns ever in the world. The SAR is relatively new. It's a Turkish-made 9mm. The slide, how everything operates up top, is very similar to Glock, while the frame is more like a HK-VP9. If you notice the finger grooves, the cut, how it looks, how it feels a lot like a VP9. Two very similar handguns. If you look, basically the same length for slide. Look very similar. As far as your slim goes, all in all, very comparable guns. Get you a good look at the SAR, get you a good look at the Glock. This is my duty gun. This is the one I carry at work every day. I've been carrying this one for 6-7 years now. Very big fan of this gun. Won a lot of competitions with this gun. Qualified every year with this gun. Shoots great. Love that. This one is new. This one I haven't had very long. I've only got, I don't know how many rounds. I may have shot a box of rounds through it. That's about it. But today we're just going to test them for how they feel, the triggers, accuracy, compare the two, and just see on a general test which comes out better. We're going to do 5 rounds with each, taking our time, 2 hands, about 7 yards, see how the accuracy is on each one. Then we're going to load up 10 rounds, see how they do more rapid fire, and go from there. But yeah, let's check it out. Like I said, if you look, sight radius is about the same. Let's check out the triggers real quick. We're going to start with the Glock. Once again, you look, gun is empty, safe direction. So let's see this trigger. Classic Glock trigger. Absolutely nothing special about this trigger. Crisp break. I like Glock reset. And this is a factory trigger. There's nothing done to it. Same thing. Factory trigger. Gun is empty. Safe direction. We're good. So let's see how this trigger feels. Slightly heavier than the Glock trigger. A little bit more travel. About the same on travel. The difference is going to be it's not as smooth on the travel. Glock's very smooth, a little bit of travel, then it breaks. The break on this is pretty crisp, but that little travel right there is not as smooth. Sight wise, 3-dot sight versus your Glock standard field goal sights. The way these guns break down, extremely similar. If you saw my other video, this one, you've got these little tabs here. You just push back a little bit, push down, slide comes off. This one, drop the hammer on an empty chamber, push back, push down, slide comes off. So extremely similar how they break down. As far as the grip goes, and presenting, I've been shooting Glock a lot longer. The grip feels okay. I wish it had a little bit rougher texture on the grip here, but aside from that, feels really good. Feels just like a HK-VP9. All right, let's put some rounds through it. Here we are. If you can see this sign right here, I got 2 dots. I got 1 dot there and 1 dot there. Since we've shot Glock a ton before, let's start with the SAR. So I'm going to shoot the left dot with the SAR. 5 shots. This is 7 yards. All right, we are ready. Y'all see it? Yep, y'all can see. I'll take my time, 5 shots. All right, 5 shots. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I readjusted my grip on the second shot. I pulled off on it. So that 1 shot, we're not gonna count for the group, because I know for a fact I pulled off. That was 100% all me. Let's go with the Glock. Now, let's go get the target. All right. So this is the SAR right here. So as you can, this is the one I was talking about pulled off right here. This is the other group. That is a very good group. That is about less than a 3-inch group right there. It's not bad at all. Glock, once again, I tend to throw one once in a while. I don't know why. But I threw that one a little bit. It's still about the same. A little less than a 3-inch group there. If you count this one, about a 4-inch group. If you count this one, about a 4-inch group. So very similar. So let's throw some more rounds through there and see how she goes. I fired the Glock pretty quick. I don't know why I did that, but let's really, really take our time this time. All right. SAR, once again, 7 yards. I'm not going to adjust my grip. We're just going to shoot. Then we'll go over how the guns feel with each other. All right. Now the Glock. Alrighty. Let's see what they look like. So with the SAR, 5 more shots here. If you can see, I did pull one there, but the overall group still right here. So once it's less than a 3-inch group for 8 out of 10 shots. About a 3-inch group with the Glock. So accuracy wise, very similar. Just looking at the groups, I would say SAR, I got a slightly better group than I did with the Glock. Let's try a little bit faster shooting this time. Let's put this back up. We're going to keep using the same target. This time I'm going to run 10 rounds through the Glock, 10 rounds through the SAR, pretty much fast as I can shoot and stay on target. All right, 10 rounds. SAR. All right, 10 rounds. All right, 10 rounds with the Glock. Now let's get the target. And here we have it. We've got 1 shot here, 1 shot here. That's the furthest off they went. It's with the SAR. Furthest possible group, about the size of the handgun itself, but the majority of the group is within about a 6-inch, 5 to 6 inch circle. The Glock, a little bit smaller than the handgun, all within about a 5-inch circle. The thing I noticed with the Glock is I can stay on target better fast. This one, I start veering off target just a little bit. However, I've been shooting this gun for 7-8 years. I've been shooting this gun for a week with less than 100 rounds through it. So that's going to make a lot of the difference there. So I'm not going to fault this gun for that. I'm just a lot more used to a Glock. I do prefer the Glock for quick shooting. As I said, a lot of that has to do with my grip. But also, it's just I get back on target quicker with the Glock. And these grips doesn't have really enough texture, so I can feel my hand slipping around in there just a little bit. So that's another reason. Overall, I still like the Glock trigger better because it's a little bit smoother. It's not horrible in this. It feels like a Smith & Wesson trigger, which I'm not a fan of. But yeah, that's your main difference. Overall, they're extremely similar. As far as the shooting goes, it shoots accurately and just as good as a Glock. So I got no faults there to it. Wish it had a little bit better trigger. But aside from that, very comparable to a Glock. So for $199 versus $549, it's hard to beat. Durability, that's a different story. We haven't done any kind of durability testing on this one. The Glocks I have. So we'll do a video soon where we do a torture test on the SAR and compare it to how the torture test I've done on a Glock will. We'll put them side by side through the exact same test and see which comes out on top. See if anything breaks, hopefully not. And then I'm going to do another video after that. I'll show you how to make this trigger a little bit better. That's about it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching. If you get a chance, shoot a SAR. If you've got one, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me what you think of Glock compared to the SAR. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to talk to you about it. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for future videos. Thank you.